Good afternoon, everyone. Coach Anastasia here. Today I'm going to show you 5 different exercises for core strengthening. And of course, our core is the center of our body, so we need a strong and stable core for any activity we do. We want to always be working with stability and leverage, strength coming from the core of our body. Now, it's important to remember that the core also includes oblique muscles on the side, our lumbar, our back muscles, as well as our abdominal muscles. So we're going to go through a few exercises so that we work all of these areas of our body and that we can equally increase the strength all the way around this lower torso, the center of our body, for any activity we're doing. So starting on your back, we'll start with a sit-up. So bring one hand behind the head, take your other hand to the opposite thigh. Pull the belly button in first. We want to stabilize and protect the back. Belly button pulls down. Inhale here. Exhale, slide the hand up the leg, and I'm twisting my torso, so I'm going to use obliques and rectus abdominis here. Then you can lift the lower leg, bringing in the transverse abdominis, and exhale, lower down. Inhale, belly button in. Exhale, rising up on the diagonal. Inhale, suspend the foot. Exhale, come down. And again, breathe in. Exhale to lift. Inhale, bring the leg up a bit. Exhale down. We'll do a couple more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And lower down. One more time on this side. And I'm only going to do a few repeats of each exercise, but I would encourage you to do quite a few more. All right, so then you'll go to the opposite side. I'll just show you one, and I'll allow you to do that on your own. Second exercise we're going to do, we'll actually work the back muscles next. So walking the feet close to the hips. Inhale again, pull the belly in, rock the hips first. Then exhale, lift your hips and back off of the floor, pushing into the floor with your feet, engaging your gluteus muscles, engaging the back muscles, the hamstrings, the back of the legs. So one option is to come to this position, hold, and then to roll vertebrae by vertebrae back down. Another option, again, engaging the core first, then lifting the hips. We want to keep our eyes gazing to the sky. Once you're here, you could lower down and not touch the low back fully and come back up. You could also raise a leg and come back down. You could raise a leg, lower the hips, and come back up, working the strength along one side of the back and back of the leg, and then switching to the other leg. So tons of variations to work the back of the body. Once we're back down on the ground, the next exercise is going to work through the rectus and transverse abdominis. All of us will have challenges with this exercise in different areas of where the legs are going to be. So again, belly button pulls in. Bring the legs up to 90 degrees. You're going to hold here for 5 or 6 seconds. And then lower about 10 degrees. Keep the legs long and hold. And we want to keep the low back flat on the floor as much as possible. Lower again, another 10 degrees, and hold. Keep the breathing fluid, and lower again. Trying to keep the low back on the floor as the legs get farther and farther away from the torso. Lowering again, extending the legs, pulling the core in, and again, another level. So it's like we're slowly going down a ladder. And if there's any body shaking, this is good. It means you're building new muscles, increasing your strength, and then release down to the ground. Now from here, we're going to do an exercise which is going to isolate our obliques. And I really like this exercise. It's great for running. It's also really good for swimmers because we're going to add a rotation. And going back to a previous video that I mentioned, if we're a distance swimmer, we really want to be rotating from the hips, and this is another reason for swimming why we want a strong core. So coming into a side plank position, the elbow is underneath your shoulder. You can do legs bent, or legs fairly straight. Inhale, lift up, reach the arm up to the sky, and from here add a twist. Exhale the arm around and under the body. Inhale the hand back up, lower the hip down but don't touch. Exhale, lift, and then rotate in a twist and come back up. So you can touch the hip down if you need a break. You can also have your lower knee down at all times. And there's, variations that get more difficult with this exercise as well. So always lots of possibilities to work our strength. And lower down when you're done a set. Probably if this exercise is new to you, starting with 6 or 8, 10 reps max to begin with. Always make sure you do the other side. I'm not going to show you that right away. I'm going to end with push-up position exercise, which again adds a twist. So you want your hands under your shoulders and your heels over your toes. Pulling the belly in, trying to keep the body in a straight line from your shoulders down to your heels. Then inhale, bring a knee in and cross it over towards the opposite elbow. Exhale the leg back and switch sides and repeat. So again, this is going to work really our whole torso. We're stabilizing through the back as well. The twist is bringing in the obliques. The knee coming forward is going to work the rectus and transverse abdominis. So this exercise is a really good one to keep the core strong. Again, if you have questions or comments, please let me know. I wish you an amazing day. It's a beautiful blue sunny sky in Montreal. I hope you have the same. See you again soon.